I am sharing divine guidance today. Please use your discernment to know if this is for you or not. Okay. Let's see what we get for messages. All right, let's connect, allowing the guidance in. We ask you to stand in faith, trust, and knowingness that you're divinely protected and loved. And these messages are for the highest and greatest good, and so it is. Let's see. I'll go over them in a second. Okay. Emerging Dawn. Ooh, I haven't seen that one yet. Okay. Okay. They're flying out. It's like hotcakes. Hot tamale. What's that game? Hot potato? Hot potato. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? That's another one. I don't know why that one keeps coming up for me. All right. Okay, here's what we got so far. Just a couple things I wanted to kind of I was sitting here before doing this reading, and some of the things that kind of came to me are the following. Some sort of wanderer energy, free-spirited, free soul, some sort of fearless optimism, the love of life, understanding that magic is everywhere, you just have to look, some sort of whimsical, childlike wonder, fluttering with a purpose, twirling into soul depths is what I kind of channeled. And it had something to do with the Fool card. Okay, and you having this optimistic innocence about you, right? You being able to see the magic everywhere. Just make sure that you're paying attention to where you're walking so that you don't fall and hurt yourself. Take it from somebody who knows, right? Sometimes we have to pay attention to what's going on in our physical reality and not always be up in the clouds. So there are some things that you're being called to kind of pay attention to when it comes to your physical reality, right? Having that balance of that fearless optimism and that love of life and paying attention to magic because it's everywhere. And you are the magic, and understanding that there are things that still need to be attended to, okay? And making sure that we have balance in both of those things, okay? That's for somebody. Maybe it's for me. All right, so the first one we got out was Roots of Stability. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. All right, so that relates to what I was just saying. How about that? Okay. Then we have having a clear mind. Sweep away doubts that you have and know that you are right. But you don't have to let everybody else know you're right, right? It's whatever's right for you, okay? You don't need to prove anything to anybody is also what I'm getting. And then I have Cavern of Secrets. Okay, so this is really talking about unveiling the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. Okay, so this is really you tapping into your emotions and seeing where there's value, where there's things that maybe need to be uncovered and surfaced and brought to the surface is what I'm getting. I also have Emerging Dawn. So this is really talking about trust that every ending is another beginning that's coming in disguise. So it's like a blessing in disguise, paying attention to things that are ending in your life that are no longer in alignment for you. And when those things end or come to a close, understand that it's because they're no longer suited for you and there's something better that you are more aligned to that's going to be coming in, okay? Then we have a Metamorphosis, Mirage, okay? Not always what you see is the truth, okay? So kind of seeing through the illusions. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly, okay? Again, that fluttering energy, fluttering with a purpose, right? And then I have Answers Unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience, which I think many of us are doing, okay? I also have fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. Okay, so again, re-emphasizing that magic is everywhere. You just have to look for it. Okay, and oftentimes you are the magic. Okay, so everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. Okay, and then we have labyrinth of choices. Charting your course through perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey, right? Like sometimes we don't know where we're going and we don't see what the desired or actual outcome's going to be, but it's not always about getting to the outcome. Sometimes it's about the journey there, right? And embracing all the things that we experience on the way there, all right? And then we also have eclipse of concealment. Navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelations. This is like full moon energy, which we have coming up, by the way. And we also have a summer solstice coming up. Okay, so I'm going to be most likely sharing some things to kind of put into practice for that energy that's coming up and how to take advantage of it and manifest with it and use it to your highest and greatest good. I feel like quiet moments, right? Having this time of solitude is really important. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. So many of you are being called to kind of like do that inner work, right? Sometimes when you're alone and you're not like in the mix of everything and everyone is where we find the answers that we're seeking. And here's the thing, like you're not going to receive the answers that you need from anybody else. It's going to be something that you're going to be guided to go within for. Okay. So that's what I have for advice using that deck. I'll put these over here. All right, let's get a little bit of tarot here. Get some advice regarding this. All right. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I know I am. I started today drinking some like coffee with like mushroom in it. Not like tripping mushrooms, but like lion's mane, reishi, that kind of thing. So I'm on the adventure of that. I'm already sweating, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Anywho, too much information. All right, what do we need to know that supports the messages we've already received at this time? Truth, clarity, insight, and guidance for their highest and greatest good. Okay. Alrighty then. This is interesting, to say the least. Okay. I'm going to get some more information before I get into this. I'll show you the cards and we'll go over the message in a minute. We'll do like another 4. The first card out is the Devil. The next card out is the Knight of Cups. Following that is the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So we are going to get more. I feel like I'm picking up some karmic energy here. Yes, confirmation of that. All right. Okay, first 4 cards. Let's see. All right, so here we go. We have the Devil card coming out. This is the first one. So this is really talking about like some sort of bondage, some sort of energy that's low vibrational, some sort of like attempt to keep someone trapped in an illusion, maybe even a karmic cycle, or this could just represent like there's some low vibrational energy that you might be picking up on. I feel like it does have something to do with someone that is potentially in the Knight of Cups energy. This is water sign energy. This is someone who may have thought that playing a game was, I feel like there was some sort of toxic game that was played here. I feel like somebody plays with people's emotions, okay, for their own personal gain is what I'm getting. And I feel like this could be either they were doing this with you or this is happening to them at this point. I feel like there is some sort of, I don't know, regret with the Five of Cups. This also can represent like emotional loss, feeling not enough. It also represents maybe some sense of insecurity, some sort of emotional experience that maybe was misguided, right? Instead of focusing on all the cups or everything that you had in front of you, you only focused on two things that maybe was outside of something, right? I feel like there's some sort of energy that kind of was paying attention to the wrong things or focused on the wrong things, and as a result has lost in the process, okay? And then I have Ace of Cups, okay? So I feel like there was something grand here, something that was a blessing, something that was kind of maybe hidden, but once found is a gem, right? The pearl is something that's kind of like, it's in a mollusk, right? And it's found in the ocean, and it's found deep amongst all this emotional energy. And I feel like, a treasure is found in something that you would probably never think it would be in there. So I feel like there might have been like some sort of energy of someone not realizing what they had in front of them because it might have been hidden at the time. All right. Or they were too busy paying attention to things that were of a distraction, okay, instead of focusing on what was in front of them. So I'm getting a bit of that energy. I'm also getting like a Knight of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like there is some sort of plan, there is some sort of target, there is some sort of like goal in mind here, all right? And I feel like this energy may have juggled you. The goal was to maybe keep their options open, right? Because they had something that they thought that they were going to gain from the situation, all right? And I feel like they thought that they could potentially juggle an Empress, a divine feminine energy, someone who's a nurturer, creator. Maybe they always thought that they could entertain other people and that you would be at home just holding down the fort, right? Like you wouldn't know, right? Like you didn't have any idea that they were doing this behind the scenes, okay? And I feel like there's been some sort of information that's come out as a result of, some toxic behavior, all right? I feel like you also had some sort of understanding that maybe you picked up on the fact that you were not feeling like you were receiving the energy that was deserving of you. And so you put your back to the situation and chose yourself. And you're not someone who's going to be juggled with anyone else. You're not an option. You are the only option. So you may have actually said that to somebody. I feel like with the King of Wands, there might be some sort of like sitting back and kind of observing and watching something. But I feel like there is some sort of like opportunity to take action, but I don't feel like there's been any action taken since this king is just sitting in the chair. I feel like there was an opportunity for action to be taken, but there wasn't any action taken. I feel like there is someone maybe that is willing to kind of like come in. Let's get more information regarding this King of Wands. Who's this King of Wands? I feel like many of us have been through some sort of emotional manipulation. Like someone had some sort of game plan, and I feel like whatever game they played, it didn't pan out in their favor, okay? And I feel like they juggled their family, okay? Someone juggled a family. Yeah, okay? For someone who they thought was probably like some sort of I'm getting like the Nine of Cups usually represents like someone who is very abundant, has a lot going on for themselves, maybe in the limelight of some kind. Okay, so I feel like they may have seen like the grass might have been greener on the other side, or maybe they thought they could entertain other Maybe this energy is being represented as maybe one of the options that they went towards or entertained behind the scenes. It could have, like, I kind of sometimes think that, like, it might have been, like, all the shiny things, you know what I mean? And then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Hierophant. You know, there is some sort of, like, holding back energy. I feel like somebody's holding back. I think somebody's staying with somebody for money. I feel like somebody's finances are tight. And the reason that they're with this energy, or the reason why they wanted to be with this energy, is because they thought that they would gain something. We have the Four of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like these energies paired up, and there might have been some sort of trick played, right? Some sort of illusion that this masculine energy would gain if they left you and went to this karmic, okay? I feel like they're still in the energy of not having what they thought that they would have. I feel like there might have been some sort of, like, game played. I feel like the player got played, okay, is what I'm getting. And then I have the Hierophant. I feel like there's some sort of, like, spiritual lesson playing out with this. I feel like there is some sort of, like, there's some sort of commitment that this energy may have made for the sake of money, okay? So maybe someone married somebody or agreed to marry somebody for papers, okay, in order to stay in the United States. Maybe they were getting, like, their visa was running out, and they're like, oh, you know, if we marry, then I can stay in the US and I'll pay you a certain amount of money. Or there's some sort of plot to, like, make money together. But I'm getting, like, with the Devil, I feel like it was something that was done from a place of entrapment, okay? Might have been, like, very lust related. And then I have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like there's some sort of truth and clarity coming to light about maybe who this person truly is. Maybe there was a lot of facade going on. And I feel like this person almost can't, like with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this energy is having a hard time realizing, you know, kind of like I feel like they don't want anybody to know. I feel like there's some sort of, like, hidden agenda here. So I feel like there was some sort of hidden agenda that might be coming to light now. All right. I feel like there is some sort of truth being revealed. And I feel like, or maybe this energy is starting to realize, having some sort of realization who this person truly is that they chose over an Empress. Okay. There may be even some sort of realization that there is some sort of divine love here. Okay. But it's almost like they didn't see it, right? It's almost like they were too distracted, okay? And it's as a result of maybe some substances or some sort of, like, coping mechanisms or some sort of entrapment. So that could be numerous things. Again, like, this energy is blindfolded. So they were kind of, like, alluded to the fact that, like, oh, this looks really great and good and it seems like a good idea. But then they like, fuck around and find out kind of energy, all right? With the Hierophant here, I would say that there is some sort of, like, I don't know, like, I feel like there's some sort of, like, ethics, tradition, some sort of, like, lesson playing out here. There was some sort of commitment that was made. So yeah, I feel like someone is seeing someone's true colors is what I'm getting. And I feel like there could be some sort of, like, clinging to some sort of higher energy, some higher power, something that is more spiritual in nature. Maybe they're turning to some sort of religious beliefs. Maybe they didn't quite have any before, because I feel like someone may have portrayed that they were a certain kind of way. And I feel like the truth is being revealed that they are, like, participating in some sort of dark arts. And so there might be someone trying to, like, you know, get some sort of guidance, okay, on how to move forward, okay? Because maybe they're afraid that whatever action they take to move away from this past person, this karmic energy, that this sword will be directed at them. And so there's some sort of fear related to this, okay? I feel like this energy manipulates a lot of different things, okay? So I'm getting, like, They may use some sort of like magic or some sort of casting. And I feel like this masculine energy or female energy is afraid that it might be directed at them. So they kind of hide. Okay. They don't want to be in the position to receive this Ace of Swords going straight at them. But this also can be like, okay, everything's coming to light and everyone's going to be known and shown exactly the truth and what's truly happening behind the scenes, okay? Let's see what else there is. I feel like a lot of us have been enlightened to the fact that, like, the extent that people will go to in order to manipulate, inflict, control, and hurt people who, you know, are supposed to love them, are supposed to love us. I feel like we've had to really tap into our spiritual abilities, because this was something that literally initiated us into our spiritual awakenings, okay? And then I have the Wheel of Fortune, all right? I feel like this is a cycle that this energy is going to be repeating, okay? I feel like there are lessons to be learned here, okay? And what I'm getting is that, like, you learned your lesson. You removed yourself. You've done different. You do different. And I feel like this energy is still playing these games, and they are still involved in this energy, okay? And I feel like it's their opportunity now on this Wheel of Karma to grow from the situation, okay? They're supposed to grow from the situation. I feel like karma is playing out now, and karma is the direct reflection, okay? So this, we've got some water here, we've got some reflection here of what energy you're putting out, what you're creating is reflecting back to you in your own reality. And so it's going to play out through lessons with other people and other circumstances in your life. And I feel like that is kind of what this is identifying, is that whatever you put out into the universe, okay, like when you shoot an arrow, it doesn't just disappear. It comes right back, right? It's got to, what goes up must come down. All right. So I feel like this is kind of like whatever energy you put out there is going to come back. All right. And it may gain momentum. It may gain more velocity. Okay. It may inflict harm. Depending on if this bow was sent out with harm intended in the first place. Okay. So I feel like this is all playing out right now. All right. So I feel like there is some truth being revealed. I feel like these energies are being exposed for the intentions that they have. I feel like they will experience this in return. Again, when someone shoots an arrow in the sky, it's gonna return. And you're not sure where it's gonna fall. Okay, so I feel like there might be a bit of fear playing out here too, because they're not sure how things are going to return back to them because of what they put out into the universe. Okay, so there might be some of that you're picking up on. Meanwhile, you're over here living your best life, okay? They want you to focus on, you know, again, like that fearless optimism, all right? Loving life. Magic is everywhere. You just have to look. Again, like that whimsical, childlike wonder, right? Exploring new things because you're starting a new cycle. And you being able to kind of like troll into some soul depths that, you know, maybe you haven't been to before, okay? This is you being free-spirited and you supporting your family, okay? And being around loved ones, okay? So that's the karmic energy. Now that we've got that under control, let's see what else there is for us. It's kind of like, here's what's happening in the background, right? And here's what's happening. Look at this. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Clear that energy. Let's get some advice. Okay. 8 of Swords. We have the 8 of Swords and the Sun. I feel like, you know, there was a lot of reflection. There was a lot of feeling some sort of mindset that maybe has kept you trapped. Feeling like you're not good enough. Feeling like all of this was your fault. Or feeling like this energy has you trapped, right? And going within to figure out like, okay, like I am empowered to free myself from this situation. And looking closely at things, maybe through the mirror, maybe looking in the mirror, right? And realizing like, hey, you know what? Like this isn't the reality that I want to have for myself. And you changed your mindset. You legit freed yourself. Okay, here's the Sun card. You found the light within, regardless of whether anyone wanted you to see that light or not. You saw the light, okay, and you followed the light, and you have rung the gong, and you're like, ah, I'm freeing myself. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing light. I'm choosing God, okay? And this is you understanding like you are the one who creates your reality. And so you don't want your reality to be bounded, trapped, you know, stuck. Like you chose to free yourself, okay? And you know that you are the one that that can empower you and make a change in your life. And I feel like you made the changes. You ended the situation and you went through a death and a rebirth process, okay? Major things ended so that new things can begin. And I feel like you surrendered as well, okay? I feel like your inner strength, I feel like you went through an ego death is what I'm getting, okay? So, you know, I feel like maybe the ego and the things that the ego sometimes replays over and over again can keep us trapped, can keep us stuck and stagnant. And it's like self-imprisonment, okay? Self-sabotage. And I feel like you decided to go through some sort of ego death, all right? And through that process, you have freed yourself, all right? Like that wanderer, that free spirited, that free soul, okay? Fearless optimism. All right. You went through like a complete metamorphosis, all right? I feel like you accepted what it was. And now based on what you've done, like you dove deep, right? Like you had to dive deep, okay? And you did that. You did that hard work. And now you have a fresh new beginning for yourself. You're letting it go. Whatever isn't for you, you're letting it go. Or you have let it go, which is beautiful. Yeah, this is you in the Nine of Pentacles energy, all right? This is you understanding that, like, you know what? I am surrounded by magic. I can cultivate anything if I put my mind to it. I can create my own reality, and I can tend to my own garden and see things bloom and grow and blossom. And I am fine with who I am, okay? I feel like this really helped you find yourself, okay? Which is beautiful. I feel like you've done a lot of investment, okay? You're tending to your own garden and minding your own business, and you surround yourself with things that you enjoy and that you love, right? You're not entertaining energy that's going to make you feel any kind of way like this, okay? And that is a decision that you made. You're like, I don't care what people think about me. I'm not going to let other people manipulate me, control me, make me feel bad about myself. I'm not in competition with anyone else but myself. I want to be better than I was yesterday. And I feel like you make that investment now. You surround yourself with energy that you want to have around you. And sometimes that means being by yourself, right? Sometimes we isolate and we're in our own energy because we know that our peace and harmony is worth protecting. Okay, protect your peace. Okay. Yeah, at this point, like you're not caring, right? Like you may have been in a position of like, you know, it's tough being alone, but I feel like you understand that like you're not settling for these. You want something better for yourself, and you're willing to wait and have the patience to receive it. Okay, so I feel like this could be very much beyond its way to you. It definitely took some introspection. It definitely took some healing. It definitely took, you know, some sort of like reciprocation. Like you're willing to wait for someone to reciprocate the energy that you give to them. Okay. And you're not out there willing to be with anyone who's going to be giving to many. Okay. I feel like it's time for you to receive. Okay. And being open to receive. Okay. And I feel like this is like coming in fast with the Eight of Wands. I feel like this is something that is going to help you grow, right? As well. It's like time to receive your abundance. It's time to receive and experience things in your physical reality that you've been maybe dreaming about, okay? Yeah, I feel like you are the master manifester, okay? This is you working with all the tools and skills that you have gained in this process and creating magic with it. This is you, like, magic is everywhere. You just have to look. You are the magic. You're the magician. Again, transformation, okay? This is creating a beautiful life that you want to experience. And you're willing to do whatever it takes to receive it, okay? Because you put that kind of energy out. So it's time for you to receive as well, all right? I'm also getting, like, with the magician, this is like your mindset, right? Focusing on a positive mindset, using your mind to create, using energy, right? Energy is energy regardless of what kind it is. And now you use energy, okay? And you put it out there. You put it out to the universe. All right. Yeah, your Queen of Swords energy, all right? This is someone who is very committed and devoted, okay? Someone who has, like, a higher calling, someone who has communication with the spirit realm. I feel like this is you, you know, again, like, working with the tools, working with the skills, okay? You might be someone who is in a position to kind of share what you know with others. I feel like you're meant to kind of, like, communicate, right? There's a strong communication here. I feel like you communicate with the spirit realm, and you might be someone who kind of, like, channels messages. You might be some sort of healer energy with the drum. I'm getting, like, shamanic vibes here, so take that how it might resonate. This represents, like, air sign energy. All right, so I'm getting, like you have a strong mindset, okay? I feel like, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses, they have a powerful mindset, and the more that they use their mindset to create, the stronger they're able to kind of, like, experience things in the physical realm. It's like you can bring things from the spirit realm down into the physical realm. So you're meant to kind of, like, create here. This is like master manifestor energy. Okay. I also feel like you have a very strong intuition, very strong discernment. You speak the truth. You have strong integrity. Like, you understand how things kind of play out. And so you probably, like, are very specific with how you, you know, how and what you do with people. Like, you know, like, when to remove yourself from the situation, when to engage. I feel like you use a lot of discernment, okay? All right, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Look at, this is someone who's very in touch with their emotions. You very much could be like an empath. You know, you might use your emotions also to create. I feel like this is also being tapped into, like, the subconscious mind, and being able to kind of, like, again, like, subconscious and consciousness, okay? I feel like you have a lot of empathy and compassion. This is also somebody who tends to have a strong connection to water as well. So we have air and water. We have earth as well. We have Aquarius. We have, yeah, Scorpio energy. Page of Pentacles. This could be you creating something, right, that you feel very passionate about, emotional about. You might be sharing your story in some way, shape, or form. You might be helping others to cultivate their own selves in some way. Maybe it starts with, you know, one step at a time, because the page energy is like something new, something just getting off the ground. There could be some sort of like new opportunity coming forward. You might be in like some sort of limelight as a result of this opportunity. This could be job, this could be career. We did get up some career energy here when it comes to our first cards that we work with in this reading. Let's see, Page of Pentacles. There's definitely something gained from this experience, and I feel like you're using what you learned to create something new with, okay? So, I mean, that's like master alchemy, okay? Is being able to gain some sort of wisdom and knowledge and use that, right, to create from, okay? And I'm getting like there's some sort of offer coming in. It could have something to do with like a soulmate, or you connecting with other people that are like-minded, kindred soul type energy. I feel like this is like you understanding that like legit offers of people being in your experience need to be equal, okay? They need to have good intentions, okay? And this is you like meeting up with someone who matches your intentions, okay? I feel like you're someone who is very intentional about their energy and what they involve in, what they emotionally invest in. You're really like rooted and grounded in that, having good intentions. I'm getting like strong do no harm type energy. It's Two of Cups. I feel like there could be some sort of message coming through where somebody might want to work with you in some way, shape, or form energetically. I feel like this is representing like some sort of energy connection, like a strong energetic connection. Like this could even represent like a very high level soulmate or someone that you're going to work with. And it has something to do with healing. This also could be like a twin flame potentially. I see like the heart, like a heart symbol is very relevant. Again, I'm seeing a lot of energy kind of like as above, so below. So there could be a lot of like telecommunication going on, telepathy. I don't know why I said telecommunication, but telepathy is what I meant to say. Yeah, and I feel like there is this higher calling, this higher commitment. So this is, you know, something that's going to result in some sort of like soul contract here, okay? And I feel like this is something that's very rooted and has like this wisdom, this knowledge, this spiritual leadership, okay? So yeah, I feel like there's strong intention here between these two people, okay? And so this is you like, and this is truth. I feel like this is Cupid's arrow in this situation, okay? So I feel like you don't have to worry about being found or how you're going to find them or going on the search. I feel like they will find you when the time is right, is what I'm getting. I feel like there is this like communication, okay, that the two of you connect with. Again, like high communication here. So yeah, like that telepathy is kind of coming up for me again. With the Hierophant here, I would say that this is something that is like spiritually based. I feel like there's, you know, strong ethics, strong intention, higher level commitment here is what I'm getting. This is not just like, oh, I'm gonna date for fun. No, this is very intentional. Okay. So for some of you, you've got this high level soulmate coming in. All right, let's get like another card or so, and then we'll close the reading out. So whatever you experienced, again, like really, you freed yourself, okay? You totally freed yourself from a karmic cycle. And there was a lot of lessons that were learned in the process. And I feel like you're right where you're meant to be, okay? And I feel like, again, like I'm seeing that labyrinth, right? It's like enjoying the journey, not necessarily the destination, okay? And everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it, okay? So again, that's kind of like, again, like tapping into that third eye, that crown energy, like being that magician. Like, what are the things that you want to see in your reality? You are the creator of your own life, okay? And then I have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is like you understanding that like you made the right choice in the situation by freeing yourself from any energy that wants to keep you stuck, stagnant, and trapped, and in an illusion that you are not good enough. You decided to free yourself, okay? And God chose you, all right? And as a result of you understanding this, like you are now in alignment with someone who is going to be your end all be all in this lifetime. I feel like this is someone who is definitely worth choosing, okay? And you're worth choosing. I feel like that was also understood here. So I feel like this is going to be an amazing, amazing partnership. All right. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. Okay. And I love you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And if I get a chance, I'll try to hop back on and do another one. But if not, I hope you are doing well. And I hope this message finds who it's intended to find. Okay. Bye, y'all.